You late?
I am slightly late.
It's just late,
Yeah.
not late.
What's
My
good?
sleep was good. I was gonna say not so terrible until you showed up late.
You know. What's goody?
So another episode of Woke to the World.
Yes, sir.
Shout out Bigelow Green Tea.
Nice. Episode 27. Here we are.
Not so terrible Tuesday.
Well, it's not Tuesday. It's Monday.
Is today Monday?
Yeah.
Ah. I don't know what day it is anymore.
Damn, D.
It's alright. It's another day of the Woke to the World podcast. I know that.
Yeah, that's true.
Welcome back, everybody, from 4th of July weekend. We hope your fingers and toes are still on your body.
Yep. 100%. Where to start?
The Red Sox are winners.
The Red Sox are winners. Can you believe that?
If you tuned in, I told you. Everybody was relaxed, and, they got the series sweep, and now they're winners.
Yeah. Now we face the Rockies. No excuse to lose any of these 3 games.
All right. Are we calling a sweep? How do we feel about the Red Sox tonight?
Richard Fitz is on the mound tonight.
Richard Fitz is on the mound tonight, and the Rockies suck. Red Sox to win. But also throwing a bet for Red Sox to cover plus 1.5, just in case. So there's a little extra innings drama. Because the Red Sox, they come off a sweep, and then it's back to disorganization and chaos. That's why I don't like the manager, but you know what? The manager's safe because he just got the sweep, so. Richard Fitz, let's go, buddy. We need a big pitching out of you. On a lot of starts.
The Rockies are 20-70.
I don't give a fuck. They're a professional baseball team. We need to win. I'm not counting on it.
I think the Blue Sox might be able to beat the Rockies.
I got Red Sox sweeping the Rockies. They really need to do that before All-Star break. I think that's crucial. First to 50 wins before 50 losses. Give yourself a chance.
I feel like they need to sweep this series and at least take 2 games out of the Rays series. To really feel confident about the whole series.
Calling sweep in this series?
I say we sweep this series and take 2 games out of the next series against the Rays.
Okay. I'll start with this series. It's, both agree. Sweep.
There's zero excuse, We should have a big game from Trevor Story. Trevor Story used to play for the Colorado Rockies.
Okay, keep an eye on that. Good intel. You need a batted prop. Mr. Big Zach says go Trevor Story.
Yeah.
Speaking of betting, I want to shout out DraftKings from yesterday. I forgot to mention them yesterday, but I will mention them now. Yeah. Thank you for providing those home run boosts. Aaron Judge hit another home run yesterday. That was a free drink. Today I want to shout out Caesars Sportsbook, which I should be doing every Monday, because they have been providing boosts. 100% boosts every Monday.
Oh, wow.
I'm going with Shohei Ohtani to hit a home run tonight. The usual. So check out Caesars Sportsbook if you have not yet. Every Monday you get a 100% boost.
Yep. Woke to the World does not support degenerate gambling. If you need help, go to 1-800-GAMBLER.
That's correct. Thank you for mentioning that. We do not condone gambling. We use statistics and insight and math to make logical bets.
Yes.
If you have not heard of Shohei Ohtani yet, you shouldn't be betting on baseball.
All right. There's only 3 people you bet on for home runs this year. Cale Raleigh, Aaron Judge, and Ohtani.
Wow, you sound like a smart A smart man. Seems like you've been using the knowledge you've gained from the Woke to the World podcast to make bets and money.
Right.
Now that's how we can roll.
Hey, your boy is in first place in fantasy baseball today.
Okay. So what would you like to do? Break down the fantasy baseball realm? What's going on in fantasy baseball land? Haven't heard from you about that in a while.
Let's take a look.
Yeah, take a peek.
It says I won 832 to 757. Those are in second place though. Wow. Gotta look at the standings here.
This is the one. Shout out to Firecracker Infused Pre-Rolls.
Nice.
Banana candy. Time to set the tempo with this tea, you know?
I'm tied for first place.
From the lost woods in the garage of freedom.
I'm tied for first place at 9-5.
Yep, and you're currently holding the highest scoring fantasy baseball player this year, Mr. Aaron Judge.
Yes, sir.
Good place to be in. All right. I guess I will do some homework while you pull that up. I'm going to pull up today's MLB schedule. Let's see if we can pick out some stuff here.
Oof. Rough slate. Some injuries.
MLB schedule.
Let me see. Oh, hi, Dragon.
Good morning, dog.
Dragon wouldn't miss the baseball segment. This is a baseball show.
Yep.
Good morning, Dragon.
Yeah, on a winning streak. Good morning.
Brady Singer tonight. He's pitching for the Reds. It's the only pitcher I got pitching tonight.
All right, Reds should win. Good pick. Reds to beat Marlins. You're a Reds fan. Maybe throw on some Brady Singer strikeouts and Ellie De La Cruz hits.
It's a negative 4.3. But that's not awful compared to some of the pitchers. Some of the pitchers are negative, and then they have a huge fucking gap. So it's not terrible.
Break down the AL East here. Jays and White Sox. Red Sox, Rockies. Rays, Tigers. All right, we got Tigers beating the Rays today. We need that.
And we need a whole sweep in that series, and then we need to take 2 games in that series when we come to town.
Big Tigers fans in Boston, this city, right now.
Right.
And Chicago White Sox. That's it. Yankees got an off day, so the Yankees can't lose today.
Yankees won their game yesterday.
And the Orioles suck. So don't have to mention them.
Mm-hmm.
They're about to get beat up by the Mets tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Guess
Yankees
what?
Mariners coming up, though. Cal Raleigh versus Aaron Judge. Talk about some degenerate bets going out this week.
Bucks. Dragon has kindly reminded me, because he's wearing a hoodie, that we are 8 weeks away from football.
Well, that's cool. We're talking about baseball right now, Dragon.
He's wearing a Patriots hoodie.
Cold.
You're cold?
Yeah.
It's a cold world.
He said it's a cold world.
All right, a couple puffs, little tea. Let's break down this day. Yeah, home run derby's coming up.
Mm-hmm.
All-Star game's coming up. Disappointed with where they're at with that.
Yeah.
Just an absolute money grab.
100%. Bregman.
Creating more people's problems. Bad shit to bet on.
Bregman, Chapman, and Crochet are your all-stars. Rafaela got snubbed.
Yeah, and Bregman doesn't even play for the Red Sox anymore because he doesn't get on the fucking field. So it's like, how's he an all-star?
He's supposed to play in this series against Colorado.
I just want to call a timeout. The Bruins buffoonery management, killed one of our players in a fucking in-season tournament. I would hate to see Bregman get hurt in an all-star game. Just throwing it out there. I don't wish no harm. I would just hate to fucking waste it in the field when the game doesn't even count for the Red Sox. In a game that doesn't even determine who gets home field advantage for the World Series, you know? Oh, no. Sorry, that's some dark side shit, but it's a possibility. Sorry, but I'm not.
Rafaela got snubbed. Doesn't matter if Bregman hasn't played any games. Rafaela got snubbed.
Not everyone.
Rafaela's been the best player on the Red Sox.
Not every player on the Red Sox can go to the All-Star game.
I understand that. So why you putting in the guy who hasn't played?
Hey man, if you don't agree with the All-Star selections, then you take it up with the what's that dude's name? That fraudulent guy that runs the MLB league?
No.
They try to call him a commissioner.
Rod Manfred?
Yeah, Mr. Robert Manfred Jr. Yeah. He's been the commissioner since I've been in college. He's fucked up extra innings. Hasn't fixed the home run derby or the All-Star game. Making millions of dollars. Can you fix those things and then I'll have some respect? Thanks. I'm pulling up headlines. I haven't heard shit. NBA G League, Summer League's going on right now. At that point, you just don't want any of your prospects to get hurt. A lot of Bronny James flair last night. Just dunking on people that he's not going to play against him.
Bronny James.
But shout out to Bronny James for reminding me how long I've been alone on this planet. Holy shit.
Bronny James Jr. ain't shit.
I'm not seeing any better basketball player than us.
No.
You could beat Bronny James in a game of 1v1?
Probably not.
No, I don't know about probably. I mean, you definitely have the height to take him on, but have you conditioned? Have you trained? You think you can fucking drain a fucking dunk on him right after that bong song you just hit?
No, definitely not.
Yeah, show a little respect. Show a little respect.
It's still Bronny James Jr. Respect still has to be earned in the NBA. You don't have respect. You don't have respect. You don't have the respect. It doesn't matter. Just because you're there doesn't mean that you have. Just because you're there does not mean that you get to sit where you're at. You still have to go out and earn every single day. You can't just be comfortable. What's being comfortable? Being comfortable is being soft.
At any point you and Bronny James are matched up in a basketball league, I'm totally betting the house on Bronny James. That's how that's going to go.
Great.
But yes, you'll never catch me or you wearing his jersey. I will agree with you on that. No way.
Never.
There's some old relics of me wearing an OG LeBron Cavs jersey, though. That's in my relics. Only LeBron James that I fuck with. That 03 raw cut. But enough of that. They're all Lakers. And we're second fans. Just remind everybody.
How could you stand us? We got 18 banners.
All 18 in one city.
All 18.
In one city.
In one city.
Remember that when you talk to any Lakers fans. Just ask them where all their championships that they're counting came from. I ask them what cities.
What cities?
And if they start listing more than one city named Los Angeles, we're gonna have to have some discussions on what that actually means.
Right. The 36 championships.
I'm not seeing shit besides NBA. Flaring up LeBron James last night. So let's move on to NHL.
I haven't heard a thing.
Oh, let's take a peek. Absolute nothing. Panthers are on vacation. Martians are going to win the cup again back-to-back and drain a goal in every game. There you go. Next. Hey, Dragon, we got your segment coming up. Let's do some football. Let's do some football. Dragon wanted to get to the beef of the show. Baseball and football. This other free agency bullshit's dead.
Yeah, it is. We had 1 week.
He knows this shit's too well.
We got Monday Night Raw tonight.
You want to do wrestling or football?
We got Seth Rollins versus Penta tonight.
All right, break down Monday Night SmackDown.
Monday Night Raw.
Yep, break it down.
From all I know is we have Penta versus Seth Rollins tonight as far as matches.
That's it?
That's
One
all
match?
I know. That's all I know.
Well, that's the only match that anyone gives a fuck about right now.
You're right.
All right, whatever. Who you got winning? Sethy Raw?
I got Seth Rollins winning by some dirty way and not winning a clean match.
I don't care how he's getting it done. Sethy Rollins tonight sounds like the pick.
Yep.
I'm going on Sethy Raw. Name value alone, bro. Who's he fighting?
Penta.
Don't know him.
Penta.
Tell us about him.
Penta is a Mexican luchador wrestler. He's been wrestling and wrestling for a long, long time. He just came to WWE. He was on AEW before.
Okay, so he's on the come up.
Yeah, he's been on the
Big
come up.
match
Like
tonight.
he's had some really great matches like throughout his like actual career because like he's 42 years old.
Yeah, what was one of his greatest matches?
I don't know the exact things because I've seen matches, but I haven't seen enough matches to be like, oh, like who's like the opponents and stuff.
I feel it.
Yeah. I have seen him wrestle though. He is a good wrestler. He has a like Rey Mysterio style in the ring.
Shout out. Rey Mysterio, bro. Yeah, best luchador wrestler of all time?
Yeah.
Easily?
It's hard to argue.
Rey Mysterio or John Cena all time?
Like like based on just my opinion or just like based on awards?
You're really struggling, bro. Just pick a wrestler, bro. We got things to go over, bro. You're at the playground. You got two options. John Cena or Rey Mysterio. Pick one, bro. I get whoever you don't get.
Oh man. I don't know.
You call yourself a wrestling fan and can't even choose between Rey Mysterio and John Cena. Unreal.
Yeah,
I'm fucking taking John Cena, bro, and he's gonna tell fucking Rey Mysterio that he can't see him after he throws him off the ring when he tries to do this signature move. Easily for me, bro. With my jean shorts on and my sweatbands, with my pinkies up. But Rey Mysterio is definitely coming for me, but that's fine.
I feel like when you put it like that, if John Cena never had his character change, I would say John Cena. But because of his character...
Now you're just an imagination land, bro.
No, but because Rey Mysterio never had a character change his whole career.
Yeah, that's respectable. Good mention. But we had to make a decision, you know?
So I'm probably going to pick Rey for that reason.
All right. Stand on that, then. Stand on that.
I will.
You're not snatching my chain. I'm part of the chain gang.
Yeah.
All right, let's go football talk. Close out this pod.
Right.
Gotta get outside. Time to get outside. Summertime.
Yeah.
Who will be MVP? What do we want to discuss football-wise?
Who will be MVP? We're talking about the MVP right now. But you know who Dragon's going to pick. Dragon's got Josh Allen as the MVP.
Dude, I low-key do too, but let's take a peek. I want to peek. I haven't made a pick yet.
Dragon's wearing a Patriots sweatshirt, but yet he wants to tell me that Josh Allen's going to be the MVP. Between Dragon and my barber, betting so hard on the Bills.
I'm going to explain it like this. The only way Lamar Jackson isn't going to get the MVP is because Derrick Henry is playing at a fucking MVP level at fucking running back, and they're on the same team. So he eats a lot of that up. Who won MVP last year? Let's take a pick.
Yeah.
Let's take a pick. We're going to get back on our football IQ, bro. This is an easy trivia question.
Facts.
I should know this. I was going to say Lamar Jackson, but I'd be contradicting what I just said because Derrick Henry was just there. It was Josh Allen, but Lamar came in second. In terms of voting, I think.
Terrible, Josh Allen.
Have some respect, man.
No, he's a Buffalo Bill. There's nothing to respect. I'm a New England.
You wouldn't trade Drake May for Josh Allen?
I don't care. He doesn't play for my team.
Would you make that trade?
He doesn't play for my team.
Would you make that trade?
He plays for a division opponent.
I'm asking you a question, and you have to answer it.
He
That's how
plays
this
for
works.
a division opponent. Now,
like the
now you're the one talking about fantasy land. Now you're the one who's talking about fantasy land here, because in a perfect world, you want to trade for Josh Allen.
You slander a player on the show that you shouldn't be slandering. Then you get checked. That's how that works.
No, when he's in the division, I can say whatever I want about him.
We both can say whatever we want, but the question lies: would you trade Drake May for Josh Allen?
It's too early to tell.
Too early to tell? You're crazy, my guy.
Too early to tell. You can't have a rookie season when you have nobody there to judge. You cannot have a rookie. Oh, here we go, Josh Allen. Here we go. Go get a Bills jersey. Go get a Bills jersey with Dragon. Calm down. Go get your knife. Go get your OJ jersey.
You can't bet on Lamar Jackson because Derrick Henry's there.
Me and Mikey gonna get
So-
a jersey.
So you can't bet on Jalen Hurts because Saquon's on the Eagles. So you really only got a few options here that aren't Josh Allen. Let's see. Joey Burrow, Pat Mahomes, or Jaden Daniels. Who do you really think's a better quarterback than Josh Allen at this current point?
Oh, easily. Patrick Mahomes is still better than Josh Allen. Oh, he's going to shake his head, but what's Josh Allen's playoff record against Patrick Mahomes, though? Let's talk about regular season and playoffs, though. Let's talk about 0-6. 0-6. 0-6 in the playoffs against Patrick Mahomes. Until that gets fixed, I don't want to hear about Josh Allen. Until Josh Allen can win a playoff game against Patrick Mahomes, I don't want to hear his name.
We can't get through the pod if you rant while we're trying to have a discussion. You have to allow some back and forth here, my guy. We're going to have to terminate the pod. We can't get through the segment. Anything else you want to close the pod with, though? Anything on the come up?
Nah, man. Ranting's part of the pod.
All right, we'll come back in the meeting room. We'll get a better football segment on next pod. We got to make some structure.
This was a juicy football segment. You're just ending it because you were losing the debate. You ended this segment because you lost the debate. Plain and simple. Fuck Josh Allen. Fuck Josh Allen. Fuck the AFC East.